He's very special, yeah.
Like, have you taken a look at some demos, trying to see what he's doing so right?
Yeah, I tried to look at him because we play similar positions, and I think it's pretty hard to replicate what he's doing.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, he's just shooting very hard. Like, he's very on point. He's not doing anything, like, there's no crazy positioning or rotations. He's just straight up shooting better.
He doesn't even throw utility. Like,
No,
he
just-
doesn't do that. He just shoots. He just does the utility.
He's very fast.
Let's dive into the story of a young talent who's been blowing everyone's minds with each tournament. Donk has burst onto the pro scene with the force of a hurricane. At just 17, his shooting skills are so sick that even Simple in his prime might feel a bit jealous. His audacity and confidence in the game leave all the pros stunned. Donk is one of those rare players that only come around every few years, and we've got a lot to learn from him. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Now, let's get started. So if you didn't know, a few days ago we had the Blast Premier Spring Final 2024, where Donk and his team Spirit faced off against the reigning major champs, Navi. They crushed it with a 3-1 victory. On top of the team title, Donk snagged the MVP award, which isn't surprising given his insane performance. His rating 2.0 never dipped below 1.08. Let's talk about the match on Ancient against Virtus Pro. Donk's team decided to throw some smokes and take B side through ramp. After clearing the side with grenades, they secured the spot. Norbert tried to solo retake it but go wrecked for his trouble. That gave them intel on Donk's position, and James tried to lock him down, but luck wasn't on his side today. Donk then made the smart move to play it cool on ramp, and using his teammates' info and sound cues, pulled off an insane kill, followed by another. Unreal shooting from Donk and another round in the back for Spirit. Now on to Mirage in the finals against Navi. Spirit's game wasn't going great, so they decided to push B, sending Donk in first. He spotted the first opponent jumping on the van, threw a molly and caught Alexi B switching positions. Jumping down to default, he took out the second defendant on short based on the info. From there, it was just a matter of waiting for the rotation from kitchen, and Donk handled it with ease, landing 2 headshots. Going to Nuke, and we've got Navis up in here. Pistol round second half, and it's just a rush ramp. Nobody's holding them off on ramp, so the first fight goes down in the side. First kill on Wonderful, and bits out right after him. They plant the bomb, and Donk with his teammate are locking down double door. Check this out, Donk starts shooting at the door, cause if he attacks someone you'll see the blood on the wall. He lands a sick headshot on the IM, grabs the dual Baratus and charges it to finish off the JL after a headshot. Another kill for Donk, that's a quad kill from him, and the round goes to Spirit. Here's the breakdown of Donk's epic moves at the tournament. We are diving deep into each map of the final, because there's a ton of cool stuff to check out. First up, Ancient round 3. Donk's team decided to hit point B. They toss a molly on ramp right away to cities can push through, since they often play aggressive there. No teammate on top mid, but Donk and Magix throw flashes on heaven to distract the enemies toward mid. Once the molly burns out, it's time to peek ramp. Donk shows off some sick aim, gets the first kill, then immediately checks cave since there's no other spot the enemy could be. He hears someone on long but keeps an eye on cave, ready to pinch the player there with a teammate. They pull it off perfectly, chasing IM to take out the last device. Donk dies, but no worries, their economy is solid. Next few rounds are pretty uneventful, so let's skip to round 9. Right after the start, Donk throws a smoke into cave. To throw it, you need to stand in this corner, aim a bit left of the center of the stone, and jump throw. The smoke lands at the perfect time. Under this smoke, you can throw a molly while moving or from the door, then take heaven and fight for mid. Back to the round, they decide to hit B again. From the defensive smokes, you can tell the opponents are playing aggressive. Donk throws a flash above the door for his teammate to pick, and they kill the player pushing ramp. They know Wonderful was on long with the AVP, so another enemy is likely in the cave. They did not contest mid, so opponents could be on heaven too. It's smart to wait for the smokes to clear and catch the enemies off guard, which Donk nails. His teammate hears the last enemy running to heaven through the ramp to flank. Donk hears it too and decides to play for the round since he has 6 bullets left. If he dies, the opponents could win the round, but Wonderful realizes it's not an A hit and decides to save his gun. Another round win for Spirit. Now let's switch to the defense side. On Ancient, Donk plays mid because that's where the first skirmishes usually happen. He throws a default molly and waits at Ninja for contact from Zontix. When they realize it's not going to be the fast round, Donk is left alone. He kills IM, who tries to push through the smoke, leaving him with 30 HP and his main goal to stay alive. During his rotation, he kills JL on heaven and Bit coming from top mid thanks to his sharp aim. It's now 4 versus 2 and they have info on the bomb and the last 2 enemies. They play it safe, avoiding unnecessary duels. When time is running low, Donk lets off the bomb and moves to cave to ensure he doesn't get killed, as that would hurt their economy. Another round win for them. Final round on this map. As usual, Donk goes with Zontix. They decide to play aggressively this round, throwing 2 Molotovs and a frag grenade. When they don't encounter anyone early, they throw a smoke and start expecting enemies from top mid or heaven. Unfortunately, they catch a bad timing and Zontix gets killed from heaven, but they manage to trade and Donk retreats to Donut to check A and avoid dying if enemies push through heaven. Once it's clear there no A push, he sneaks to heaven and catches AlexCB from behind. In a 3 versus 1 situation, it's hard to lose, so they take this map. Here's how you throw the Molotovs for an aggressive mid-round. The player with the first spawn throws it deep, just below the vine while running. This will burn the enemies with the far spawn. The second player throws it off the wall to block enemies from taking the corner. And of course, don't forget a flash and smoke after the fire burns out. Now let's move on to the second map, Dust 2. On this map, Spirit doesn't play by spawn positions, so Donk can be considered a mid player or the second B player. Almost every round they throw a smoke at the doors at the start to deny the enemy info on how many players crossed and to avoid unnecessary damage. At the first timings, Donk always prepares for a quick push, and when it doesn't happen, as in this round, he rotates to mid. Since the enemies have a weak buy, he feels comfortable pushing without using any nades. He gets info that the enemies are pushing short, goes to city and starts farming money. If he hadn't run out of ammo, it would have been an easy triple kill for him. They win the first buy round, so let's skip to the next one. Here Donk again expects a B push. Watching his demo, I notice he uses a frag grenade mainly to clear smokes, rarely to deal damage. When there is no action at B, he moves to mid, once again against a weak buy. He gets the first kill and incautious, knowing it's easy to get one-tapped by Diggle. He takes out AlexCB and pulls back to avoid losing the AK. Then he finishes the round with a boost kill on short. With the score 5-3, the opponents are preparing a long push, so in the first half of the round, Donk just waits at B. Even when the enemies take A, he doesn't rush but waits for a potential flank. It's smart play since often one player is sent to flank in such rounds. Once it's clear no one is flanking, he goes to support his team, kills Bit who picks City too aggressively, and then focuses on long, getting another kill before being traded. His team finishes the round. Now on the T side, the score is 9-7 and Team Spirits is on eco. It's crucial in such rounds not to die early to force the enemies to use their nades, impacting their economy. In this round, I like the position Donk took on the car, in front of the box. It's a tough spot for enemies to hit him, making it very advantageous. From there, he one-taps Bit, who doesn't even see it coming. On Mirage, Navi streamrolled Spirit with a score 13-4, so there is not much to show. Let's jump straight to the final map, Nuke. The score is 3-1, and on this map, Donk plays the second player on outside and main. At the start of almost every round, he throws a smoke at Tetris. He spots an enemy at main and expects an outside push. Meanwhile, 2 opponents have already slipped into secret. With no more enemies outside, he rotates to heaven. Based on teammate info, he picks ramp, trades Zontix and gets 2 kills before burning in a molly. The situation is now 3 versus 3, but Navis can't pull it off this round. With the score at 6-3, Donk throws a cool molly outside. To throw it, aim at the coil, align with the pillar, and throw it after a few steps. This molly disrupts the enemy outside push in the early seconds. He waits a full minute for enemies outside, but they are hitting A. A smoke is thrown at main, but he confidently pushes through, gets 2 kills and deals some damage to the last enemy. You saw his pistol round on T side at the start of the video. He got a 4K, taking control early. Navis struggled to find their game in the following rounds, allowing Spirin to secure an easy win. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Comment below on whose gameplay you want analyzed in the next video. That's it from me. Bye bye!